Now, from today, if you give a tip to someone who serves you a drink or cuts your hair, the money has to go directly to the staff rather than to their employer.
Yes, because a new law comes into force, and Nina has the details for us. And, I mean, Nina, lots of people might not know that the tips don't automatically go to the staff members anyway.
That's right. When you add it on, you might think, right, that goes to that member of staff. But we were just talking about it. Are you a tipper, Sarah? I bet you are.
I'm a restaurants, definitely.
Yeah.
I sort of hairdressers, sort of slightly more. I do, but I don't know whether you're supposed to. I'm never sure.
It can be quite awkward, can't it? You are John Kay, aren't you? I've seen you tip.
Cash out everywhere I go, yeah. But it is all because you never quite know, and a lot of the time it's on apps now, and you press a button and you've been in a cab or something, and you don't know whether it actually goes to that person or
it can be really, really awkward, can't it? Especially if it's been added and you're paying on card. So this, it's hoped, will iron out some of those awkward moments. It can be a minefield, can't it, when you're supposed to be relaxing? Is the tip included? Do I leave cash? Will the money even go to that brilliant person who served me? From today, some clarity. The Allocation of Tips Act comes into force in England, Scotland and Wales, making it illegal for businesses to keep tips paid in cash or included when you use your card. Every penny must now be shared among staff. All of it. Now, that applies to restaurants, cafes, pubs, but also hotels, hairdressers and taxi firms. They might not get that cash straight away, but the tips must be passed on by the end of the month after they were left by the customer. And contrary to popular belief, they are usually taxed. It will make a difference to an estimated 2 million workers, including casual contractors and those employed by agencies. And the government predicts that an extra £200 million will end up in the hands of employees rather than their employers. More straightforward for staff, but also it's hoped it will iron out those awkward moments for customers.
I think there was a period where people weren't certain what they were supposed to do. Were they supposed to have a tip? Weren't they supposed to have a tip? Particularly actually as we moved on to cards and leaving a few pounds down with the bill wasn't what you did anymore. And I think this isn't so much about a massive change in behaviour. It's about setting a standard that everyone can get behind.
There are some workers who might miss out because they'll be encouraged to share their tips with the wider team, and some businesses have pointed to the expense of shifting to a new system. But many in hospitality already work to ensure that staff receive the tips as they were intended by customers, and they welcome this clarification.
Most importantly, it protects those youngsters or those first-time employees coming into a job who haven't got the gall or the voice to say to their employer, but hang on, that tip's supposed to be for me. You know, they need that protection because we need people to know that hospitality is a great place to work. You are protected, it's fair, it's right, and it's a cracking little earner.
And there is now clear statutory protection because businesses that fail to comply could now be taken to tribunal and forced to pay out compensation of up to £5,000 per worker.